in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Okay, here's what I would have done. Bro, no one cares what you would have done. Actually, everyone cares. Welcome to Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast made for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Brought to you by the Embrace the Turn Up Podcast Network. And now your hosts, A-Dub,
B.A.
E-Ray.
Fantastic as it might be for some, that's not what I want to ever drive around to, ever. Like, that's audio jazz. I was like, I'm cool. It's like, yeah, no, thank you.
Staying away already.
Right, but neither here nor there. Speaking of audio jazz and great things, impromptu and all, guys, this is the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. It is Let Me Book the Territory. It is I, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the man of 7 days teeth, almighty Bobby Blastley here in the building, and I cannot do this without my gentlemen, my wise men, the fellas, of course, starting with the Tribal Pod Chief, the man that has never walked past a CVS and didn't say, aisle 9 is calling my name. The guy that says, Doka lacks, I ain't never gonna slack. It is that guy.
The Dub Show! Freshly back from an omakase dinner because I am a super agent rich guy hanging out with BA and doing shit like that. It's your boy L.A. Dub, Shinsuke Dub Skamora. We're going to flip that up. Hating work, but here to collect a check. I was gone last week, guys. I was out of power. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Those two light-skinned niggas that go with scripts knocked my lights out, literally.
Told you. Like, you kept talking about the beige rage, and that shit came back to haunt you.
But you want to hear something crazy, though? You want to hear something crazy, though?
Street name, scripts.
No.
I got jumped in. I'm in the gang. It's gang.
What's your street name, Dub?
You just said it.
Fair
Hey,
enough.
Dub. Yeah, I'm Dub, but my niggas call me Dub.
Huh?
On the streets, they call me Dub.
What?
Yeah, that's fantastic, Dub. I'm so proud of you. Sport agent by day, gang affiliate by night. It is very promising, and it speaks to where you're from. Appreciate it, and that's why SummerSlam is where it is. But we also have another voice in the building. My guy, the hardest working man in sports entertainment podcasting, possibly. I'm just reading from a teleprompter right now. I'll read whatever put up there. The guy that has the Harry Potter spectacles and the hairy beard. I'm not going to say that. You're not going to get me to say anything crazy in the first 20 seconds of this podcast, like maybe 5 minutes or so. But this man invented headphones that come with a complimentary beard. Manscaped, you gonna call us back. You're gonna be wishing, baby. I know what it is. My guy, the richest man in the building, BADBIC. What up, Brody?
What's good? As the man said, it is I, BADBIC, a.k.a. Black IRS, a.k.a. the Beef of the East. B.A. Bigelow in the building. As Dub said, I've been teaching them the ways of the rich and wealthy.
Man.
As right now, we get ready to embark on this trip. I have the maids and butlers putting together the family cars and vehicles, because BA doesn't drive and my wife will not either. We will ride in luxury to the town in the 313. Put your motherfucking hands up where I can see. Ain't that a whole bar? Shout out to Eminem.
Close,
Is that
close
okay
enough.
or not? No.
Boss up, get this money. Hey.
Yes.
Right.
So y'all know what it is, man. Rich snobby vibes this way. Can't help it. We on it.
I eat bluefin tuna now. Thank you, BA.
Hey, man.
Oh man.
Medium well. You never well done anything seafood. Sorry.
Oh, this is
No,
nigiri, baby. This is nigiri.
You don't
that's
well
raw.
done anything.
That's true.
That is not
That's
a
true.
thing when you start getting into the with more wealthier palates.
Yeah.
It's like I went there. I've experienced that with on my cruise where certain people were asking for well done. We looked at it. It was like a record skip.
Right. You passed A1?
Mm-mm.
Y'all got that
Right,
Heinz
it's like, yeah.
57?
Oh yeah, there was definitely niggalations like 1731 that happened on there. Y'all ain't got no A1. So I was like, listen here, man.
Right.
embarrassing.
Don't act like that. Yeah, don't do
Stop
that.
embarrassing.
This is A5 Wagyu. What are you doing?
Oh
That's,
no.
that's the next pod. It need to be called Nigga Etiquette with BA, E-Ray, and Dub, where we tell niggas how to behave in
Say
certain
how
spaces.
niggas how to act in a room.
Right.
Patreon
full of
exclusive.
wealth.
Don't walk in a steakhouse to ask for A1. So that just tells everybody, oh, he ain't cultured. Look at this.
That's
you
because
want it
you've
well
been
done too.
Yeah, yes. That's why. Because they've been eating leather all their life. They need some flavor to that bitch.
You just
Like,
want a brick of charcoal on your plate?
No, they just want a soul of a well cobbled shoe. Just
Right,
lay it down. No, that's not how we do it here. You gotta actually taste it. And no, that is not blood, ladies and gentlemen. It is miles. Was it miles and whatever? I don't know.
Tosin? Something like
Yeah,
that?
it's some shit like that. Whatever. I'm too rich to even find this out. Hey, Butler, go look that word up for me. Come back later. Keep it to yourself. Gentlemen, this is the week. This is a special week.
Yes, it is.
You guys are hearing this Friday just before SmackDown. I'm assuming because y'all know y'all like to run up and listen to this as soon as possible. But as you're hearing this, we're all going to be in the D, gearing up for what is vastly approaching 24 hours from this time frame, which is going to be a Motor City fucking mayhem. SummerSlam is upon us. I'm so excited. We're gonna talk about that. Let me just ask you. Fuck it. I'm going off
Get
the
into
cuff
it.
here.
Let's do it.
Going
Let's
off
do
the
it.
cuff.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for with this trip, or what is something that you are most excited for with this trip? Dub, give me something.
Ooh, just the trip. Honestly, I don't want to sound sappy or nothing, but being in one place with both of y'all, talking this wrestling shit.
I know that was childish. I couldn't help it. It's so funny, guys.
Being at the same place with both of y'all talking this wrestling shit and just hanging out. We'll probably watch SmackDown all together like a pod family.
Hell yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah, because me and BA, we've done a couple of indie shows. E-Ray, we go way back, just living across from each other and shit, but never all together. We never Voltron together.
Wait. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget Fastlane 2019.
That's right. Fast.
were there.
I forgot about that.
Almost front row when in Cleveland when the Miz was beating up Shane McMahon.
Yep.
Yes, in the front row.
Oh yeah, I remember
Crazy.
that. I was
Or
actually watching wrestling in this time frame. I
It was
remember
the other
that.
way around. Shane turned on the Miz.
Yes. No. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, because
Because he started trying to fight his dad. And
Yeah.
I
And
was
he
like, he gonna throw a fucking
he had
Roman
the best
burger at his
wrestler in the
head.
world gimmick. I recall now.
This is when Aleister Black and Ricochet had to just thrown together tag team. Like, hey, you guys are just both on NXT.
Flippy niggas.
Ricochet's best work in random tag teams.
Damn.
You're not wrong. He's not wrong.
Ricochet, prove me
Getting it.
wrong, bro. I don't want to make these. Every week I come on this show, I'm not trying to call you out.
Who
bro.
is more
I'm
of a
stating
threat?
Facts.
Who's more of a threat to Ricochet's manhood? Is it BA DiBiase or is it Logan Paul? I can't, because week to week, both of these niggas be putting hurting on his ass.
Nope. There's a third option you forgot. A live microphone.
I was about to say the microphone.
The microphone be whooping his ass every
This
week.
is a fatal four-way. Ricochet cannot possibly win. It's unfortunate. In other, I guess I want to transition a little bit away from that. BA, what was your thing that you were looking forward to from this trip? One thing. Give it to me.
One thing, because Dub stated, all right, Voltron gets to be Voltron. That was the biggest thing. Right. And then having my wife Taylor the Wise Man there, because she's never been at a big four wrestling event, and I'm like, oh, your sock's about to be blown off that day. This ain't SmackDown. Like you about to see some stuff and have some experiences. So I'm excited to watch her reactions to everything that's happening during the night. I think because I know how she just enjoys sporting events in general. So
yeah,
I know she gonna really, really, really like this. So I think that's the outside of the obvious stuff. Fellas felon.
I'm hoping two things about that. One, I love my wife. Oh, must be said. It's great though. Black love, y'all. Black love. Also, I understand what you mean. It is weird because I don't really go to like the regular Raw or SmackDowns in town like often. I'm kind of fucked up now because I've been just going to the big events. So I just go to like pay-per-views and takeovers all the goddamn time. So now, like, and I think I remember that one time that I did go to a SmackDown. I was like, okay, that was cool. Because it wasn't shit that really happened because I'm so used to going to the shows where they're blowing off feuds or
big
these
shit.
Things are happening. Exactly. So that's a mind fuck in itself. But yes, I'm hoping that you undersold and over-delivered. That's a technique I tell all my bros. This is what you're supposed to do, specifically with women, because you don't want to promise them the world and then give them that. That's all I got, baby. Woo. Hope it was good for you. Right, no.
Give me another 5 minutes. You might get something out of it.
Right. No.
3 hours later.
Right.
Still knocked on the couch.
Yeah, you don't want that. So again, always like, yeah, this should be cool. This should be different, and then just allow the moment to happen. My significant other will be in attendance as well, and she's pretty much groomed to this now. We live a fantastically blessed life. We go. She's been out with me while either number one, when my alter ego, the Beige Rage, presents itself. And I'm just in full rager mode on Halloween. 98% of the time, I'm dressed as some type of wrestler, so I'm in full gimmick for hours. Or when I'm actually at wrestling events, she's been there with me. WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, etc. So there's always gonna be like, she kind of gets it, the magnitude of it, and she has her own like people she like and shit that we just can laugh at or call out. She will get to see Bianca Belair. That's pretty much who she really wants to care about. She's actually talking about dressing up as Rhea Ripley. We'll see if that happens. I seen a Fashion Nova pack just hit my doorstep today, and I don't know what to expect. I'm worried because I was like, I don't want to be down. Don't make me dominant. I do got the North American title. Don't make me do it.
Better get your purple ones out, your purple and black ones.
Don't make me do it because I'll be, hey, mommy. But
you're right. I'll grab a shirt. I'll be Dub Balor. We can go. We can make this happen.
You about to be nasty, Finn?
Yeah, you just got to get a briefcase, man.
Yeah, I can arrange that. I told y'all an irresponsible purchase will happen. I don't know. I wasn't thinking money in the bank briefcase, but you never know. When the juices start flowing, BA's wallet's gonna be going. So yeah.
Yep. See, that's how rich people talk, ladies and gentlemen. Irresponsibility, children scholarships, be damned. We don't care.
They got 529 players. They're there.
Right.
Who cares? They got another 15 years.
Hey, Dad, I really need to pay for this class. Blow money fast, motherfucker. I don't care.
Like, hey, I had a job at 16. Exactly. You see this money in the bank briefcase? Go get you one. Go get a job.
Right.
I was making cheesy gordita crunches at age 16. What about you? God damn it.
Hey, sometimes the kids gotta know. That's all I got to say.
And they gonna know. That's really
it. With that said, I think we can jump into thoroughly this week in wrestling. That was, guys, SmackDown, home of the battle royals and the tournaments. Like, I don't know what's worse. Dub, convince me.
Okay, check
battle
this out,
royals or tournaments. who you got in like the worst case scenario battle royal tournament? They gonna make a tournament about battle royals. What's the worst battle royal? It's the tournament.
Right. Yeah, battle royals are always worse. Because what did Braun winning the greatest Royal Rumble lead to? What has the Andre the Giant battle royal helped anybody?
No, I think maybe Bret Hart when it first.
Who was the last person to win it? Anybody remember?
Baron Corbin.
Riddick Moss.
Oh
yeah, I thought it was almost. I was just like any big nigga. Just big niggas be winning.
I remember Baron Corbin winning it right before they just made him the heel of the company. To do
you guys remember when Jey Uso won it in 2020?
Absolutely not.
That was the first thing that Roman did for him to make him in the main event. Jey Uso got him into the battle royal.
No wonder he's such a sociopath. That's some sociopathic shit. Like, hey, I got you this pointless ass.
Look at what I did for you.
Go
get beat up by 20 other dudes.
Right. Look what I did for you. I bought you this toothless hooker. Like, you know I love you, right? Look, she's just scratching a little bit. She's not even having an outbreak right now. What?
Right.
Get that shit out of my face.
No teeth, cuz no teeth.
Right. You know, I wouldn't do it, but for you, YBA turned out a Pac-Man.
nom.
Disgusting.
Power pellets.
So there's a battle royal brewing, you know? And yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. BA, tell me why I should be excited that LA Knight, who we've booked for the last 3 months to win everything he's been in, is going to win this time. Because every time we pick him, and every time we're wrong.
I think that there's one thing I wanted to tell you that you'd be wrong again here, but I read an important fact about Mr. Knight today and his merch sales. LA Knight has only 15 items available as merch on the WWE shop. And his people and he's a top selling merch guy right now. The other guys that have merch have numbers in the hundreds as far as merch that you can go on the site and buy. LA Knight has 15, 5 of which are shirts. So yeah, he's gonna win. The guy sells the most merch in the company with the least amount of inventory to do so.
The LA Knight agenda is in full effect.
I don't know what else screams over than that, and and even the old man can agree. The old pervy man that got a search warrant conducted at his house today can agree that top merch means that guy is over, no matter what anybody in the back thinks about him. Period. Point blank.
And further to BA's point, like the last time we saw a report about like a top merch seller was the LWO being a top merch seller. And now you see Santos getting that US title shot. Ray is going to be in the corner of Dragon Lee for the North American title. Like, and then they put a title on Dom. Like, they're like, oh, Latinos like wrestling? Put some titles on them. Let's get it going.
Because they forgot that they were just in Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, that's right. They're black. Keep forgetting. Sorry.
You know what happened? Nick Khan was listening to the pod, and he just figured the Puerto Ricans are black, so he thought the rest of Latinos were black. And he's like, wait, they're not all black? So they weren't all cool with Bobby Lashley winning? Is that what it is? I'm confused.
Racism still alive.
That was like a reverse card. I don't even know which way are we going now. Is it counterclockwise or?
I don't know, man.
Well, enough of the battle royal talk. I hope to high heaven that my guy LA Knight does not win it, because I don't need it. If he wins, what is he gonna walk around with that stupid ass Andre the Giant?
Yeah, he's gonna have it on a T-shirt. As a matter of fact, they're like, if this doesn't get this damn trophy over, nothing will.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. No, do what they need to do. Then here I go. Early in the game, booking the territory. LA Knight needs to get to maybe the last 4. And depending on who those last 4 are, that starts his next feud. That's how you do that. You actually give like him and the one of the final 3 that's not the winner had the feud, or him and the winner have the feud, because then that person, they're usually probably a babyface, some goofy shit like, oh, I won 100 Giant. Who cares? And
well,
then,
if you don't have LA Knight win it, I feel like the only person you should have win it would be Chad Gable, because of his performance on Monday versus Gunther. Had that momentum carry forward, and then whenever Gunther breaks that record, the next day he drops that title to Chad Gable.
Wow. Well, you just jumped so far ahead in time and space. Like I don't know what to think about that. I love the idea. So I'm gonna scrap everything I had here. I love that idea.
Damn.
And make it happen.
That might have been the fastest you've got your mind changed in show history, right? That took like 10 seconds.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't really stay planning on shit. If I don't like it, there's no reason to just stay gung ho and be like, no, that sounds good. I like that. It's like you order something and then you've been there before. Everybody but Dub. You've been there on a date with your significant other, and they order something, you order something. Your plate sounded good at the time. What they got, of course they're gonna give you the obligatory taste.
Yeah,
that shit. Wait, I should have got that. You like, garçon, make it happen. Like,
run me a small plate, a tapa, if you will, of what my significant other has across the table. Yeah, I know how that goes.
You generous. I'll give me the whole enchilada. I need all that. All that.
Now it depends. If
awful.
If one of my business partners are paying for this, then yeah, give me 2 enchiladas. And you know what? Can I get something to go as well? Not this that I don't eat. A whole nother item. But me, nah, tapas, or can we split that bay? Because I ain't trying to pay for my own trip. So yeah.
Okay. Rich
to
man.
Be rich, you have to be.
Excuse me, rich man with a frugal soul. I like it.
The richest people in the world from my 9 to 5 are the most frugal, cheapest people you will ever meet, and they argue about every nickel and dime that they can get back into their wallet.
And don't let them tell you any different.
It's facts, man.
But Chad Gable, phenomenal talent. Dub, you've already told us why you think he needs to have everything. Give him that Intercontinental belt in, was it 39 days?
Yeah, about 39 days.
We can officially just ethered Honky Tonk Man from relevancy in wrestling.
Yeah. You got to do it. You must do it. And then as soon as they do it, Chad Gable for president.
It either lines up with Payback, or it's like right after Payback is when Gunther will break that record.
So, man, and so many things. There's no even point. Whatever. Let's just move on. I don't care about that. Do we care about Roman and Jay shit? Like, is it necessary to talk about, or can we just get to the fucking business?
Jey Uso has a really bad spear, but other than that, we can keep it moving.
Yeah, it was pretty protected, but not mad at it. I also like watching him get like spear and Samoan spiked at the same time.
Yeah. And I appreciate Grayson Waller getting another one of these big spots. They got plans for that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say the rumor. Blow by it.
Thank you.
Not even doing it.
Keep it moving. Enough SmackDown. Y'all know why we're here. In my backyard, Austin, Texas, HEB Center. HEB sponsorship. Your ad here. Great American Bash happened. I think it's worth talking about. Dub, I'm gonna toss this to you.
Okay.
And then we're gonna keep it on flowing. But give us the deets about the Great American Bash.
Man, where do I start? You mean just run down the card, or just give you some highlights, or?
What? Fuck it.
I mean,
let's talk about it. We don't have much else to do. We're gonna talk about this. We got our predictions. Y'all gonna get some predictions for, of course, SummerSlam, and then we can decide if we're wrong or right in person, because that person's gonna buy a round of drinks,
and it'll be all over social media.
And it's probably gonna be me, because I've been fucking off lately, man. I'm going with my soul. Regardless,
so let me ask you guys this: the Roxanne match with Blair Davenport. We've all given her shit as the white meat baby face. We've had our issues with the whole mental health storyline. Did she do enough, in your opinion, to kind of shed that I'm the easy mark and if you need to big boot somebody, big boot Roxanne Perez? E-Ray, did she do enough? Because you were one of her most vocal critics in all of wrestling, Twitter, and podcasting. So I need to know.
Jeez.
Damn.
I probably was. I heard.
I'm not saying you were wrong either. I'm just saying, you were the loudest and you were the most vocal about it.
Yeah, I mean, between me and Booker T. Yeah, an old Roxanne Perez. Roxanne, you need to go.
Booker T almost lost his mind when Jakara Jackson walked past the announce table, and I get it.
Stay on task.
Okay, you're right.
Fill my cup, Vic.
But why's your shirt off? Hey, listen here, Vic. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Chuck it, duck it, quack, quack, Vic. That's a hottie biscotti, Vic. Biscotti, Vic. Vic. Hottie, Vic.
Right.
They're cookies, Vic.
Right, I was about to say, how many plays have you been on lately, Booker? So many biscottis.
Biscottis, Vic. I'm ordering them on DoorDash, Vic.
You see
with my
me,
chicken barn.
You see me put my locks in a ponytail, Vic? You know it's getting nasty later. Biscottis for real, dog. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
The dreads on the ponytail.
I will say, Roxanne Perez. I won't put it over that she did enough, but I think she has started the process, and it was a little bit more like in a few ways, because this had a few different stages for me. It was in her hometown or in her backyard as well. So family was there. She got to really notice, and she did speak to this as well, that she's been trying to find herself in the WWE. This is a dream for her. The lights got a little bit too bright, and they had to hot shot the title on her. Since then, they've been trying to what are you? Who are you? And she's had to actually do that same soul searching for herself. With that said, they gave her a little bit more edge, because Blair Davenport was just whipping wholesale ass. There's only so much ass whipping you're gonna take, especially from a spicy Latin woman. She's just she's not gonna just take hey, see Temptation Island current season if you need any more.
Boy.
Exactly. That I feel like they just need to give a Vanessa transplant, personality transplant, into that of Roxanne Perez, and she would be world championship material ASAP. Because the spice is nice.
It's there for sure. Bench Flicks episode of Temptation Island coming soon.
Coming very soon. But with that said, I really enjoy her actually owning the flaws and what everybody's been saying. Me apparently the most loudest. I was like, yeah, okay. You get it, because I was like, it's not just me. I'm not just one of those people that belabors a point or wants to beat down on the talent. It's something about this that's not connecting, and it feels weird. And then she acknowledged that, and even seeing her look, I ain't the one. That's a start. And as we'll talk about in NXT land, there's some other turning points and things that are turning that are working. So again, I think it doesn't have to be the whole enchilada, but it's a nibble. It's a little bit of the sauce, and I'm okay with that. You got to start somewhere.
BA, how sad were you to see Blair Davenport take the pin in this match?
Not at all, because E-Ray completely ruined Blair Davenport for me last week when he called her faceless. I was like, yeah, she is kind of mid. It just was like, in my mind, like, I was just like, next in my mind, like, E-Ray does this with talent. He did this with Elbow Fire. I didn't know she was as old as E-Ray drew her out to be. So, yeah, I don't know what it is about E-Ray's
E-Ray just called her the red woman from Game of Thrones.
I was just like, damn, he's not lying.
Yeah, she was aging by the second.
She's low-key younger than him.
He was in that M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong movie called Old.
Right. You just turn to the back of the cover. It's just a picture of her.
The cover just fucking just turned into the sand, basically. Just how old it's getting by the second. Just
oh shit, she's what's the dude's name from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? Damien something, or I forget. Whatever. The nigga
Sandow?
That would be great. But no. The guy who can't stare at his own reflection.
Oh, yeah, that dude.
Because the picture agent. Somewhere in her house, there's a portrait of her that is 167 years old. Be that as it may. I think I'm getting a lot of flack early. What did I do? Y'all putting a lot of sauce on me. I'm speaking my truth.
I just made that comment that our listeners could go back and hear.
I'm just ruining all the women for BA. Okay,
not all of them, just those two. This is like it is.
You can't ruin Nikita Lyons for BA. That's impossible.
We're not going to speak on.
Look,
that.
He's speechless.
But to more important subjects, E-Ray,
I hope she walks by during SummerSlam. I really do.
I don't.
Look, that man licked his lips before he responded.
Well, what do you mean?
I don't. I mean,
my lips are very chapped.
He went full LL Cool J. You never go full LL Cool J.
This is for my real ones.
If the lion's thirsty, I have a bit reimbursement. What are you talking about?
Hey man,
Nikita walks by, I'm like, deep as blue as my hat is like a shark's fin.
I would just keep sipping on this nameless energy drink that's not paying me to say their name and keep it pushing.
Lion's Punch, gotcha. Speaking of, do you think because Blair Davenport, I think the interesting conversation about this here, and I'm pretty sure I probably picked her to win over Roxanne. She came in and lost her returning match. What else is it for her to do now?
Be under contract until they launch NXT Europe.
Got you. Okay,
I truthfully think that.
I mean, they've already.
You look at this women's roster; they're building it, and this whole new women's roster. I mean, outside of Roxanne, it's a bunch of people from the ground up. You're talking Tiffany, you're talking Thea, Jakara, Lash, Nikita, Lola Vice. Yeah, from the ground up for sure.
I can't imagine what the reaction was because they didn't pan on your boy the whole time. Vic might as well have been alone because if they would have put that camera on your boy Booker T
was running
when Lola
around.
Vice. Oh my God, Vic. Do you see this spicy picante?
He was high stepping like he just picked up a 99-yard fumble return. I guarantee it. Just high stepping and dancing all around the table.
He literally just started saying Biscotti when Lola Vice walked out there. Biscotti, Vic.
When
oh shit,
when Tiffany Stratton came out, he just started yelling like, "Where's my cup? Give me my cup, Vic." I'm like, yo, that sounds very problematic. I don't even want to know what that means.
That man is insane. He's doing some of the best work of his life. I don't care.
I will say, yes, E-Ray, you bring up a great point because he used to be a commentator on a regular basis. It was not this spicy.
It was not.
Ever.
Well, he was also on on the all the shows. He's always on the
True.
The opening show.
The opening, like the pre-show.
Yeah.
Him and the King.
Words are hard today. Sorry.
Rosenberg and all that shit.
Yes, the kickoff shows, and they give him like in bites. They giving this man a whole 2 hours every Tuesday to lose his goddamn mind. And it's amazing. So I'm never going to be mad at that. Moving on, there other matches.
Tiffany Stratton, Thea Hales. We were just talking about that women's division. Andre Chase throws in the towel.
Man,
I thought this match was good all the way up until the end. The ending, like, somebody got to coach Tiffany Stratton on how to hold a Boston Crab. Like,
yeah, that was shit.
That was rough.
That was bad. She dropped it like 3 times.
That felt like legitimately 3 minutes too long. Like of something that shouldn't last but 5 seconds. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like your grandma giving you a kiss. It should be very quick. This should not be, come here. Like, get away from me, grandma.
Like
Goddamn.
the Granny from Nutty Professor 2 with Eddie Murphy. Come here, sugar.
Too much. Let me take out my dentures. No. I love the match. I thought so many cool things were happening, but that spot was so bad of her crawling out, then falling down, then her got to pick it back up, then her kind of leaning on her back, but then not want to lean on her back. But this is atrocious. And I'm happy you brought it up, Dub, because it did not sit well with me. And that really made me forget about how much I enjoyed the beginning of the match. Because here at Let Me Book the Territory, one of our favorite lines, and will possibly be a shirt in the near future on letmebookpod.com. It's all about the finish.
Yeah, like going back, like rewatching it, you're like, damn, like they really went there, and these two worked so well together. It's just that one spot. Like, if Tiffany Stratton had just watched a few more Chris Jericho videos from 1997, but she's a Gen Zer, so she probably doesn't know what a VCR or a DVD player is. So it's very possible.
Is it like on YouTube?
Yeah, you can see Jericho lion tamering people.
Yeah,
when he could actually do it and it looked good. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Tiffany. I was trying to throw you some bail, but no. LL Cool J, DiBiase over here.
What's new?
Real ones.
Dub trying to conjure up a discounted swirl. What's new? Would you like some free samples, young lady? Get the fuck out of here, Dub. That match was not what it should have been.
For life.
And another merch store at.
Yes.
Anywho, I thought
at Dub, that big cartel.
Well, let me ask. BA, I have to ask you. Do you think it should have ended with the towel throw in, or was that?
I'm honestly, I was good with it because I'm sure we'll get into Tuesday night, but it was something I didn't expect. It was the main thing. Like, I was like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. And like, kind of Andre Chase playing Big Brother, like can't let her get Big Hale get snapped in half basically, and then that was kind of what I took from it. I like it because it's going to lead us in a different direction with this Chase U gimmick. It's the most important and biggest ever felt since they've been doing it. And I don't know why I have a point on that in a second, but to finish my thoughts on Chase U, the shit's been cooking. God damn. It's been cooking for a long time and it's moving in a very positive direction. And how come everything I say sounds so gross?
Because you're like a Sith Lord of filth. Like you don't even try it. It just oozes out of your system. It's like metachlorians or whatever the fuck that shit is from Star Trek or Star Wars. Excuse me. Don't kill me. Don't cancel me. Like, okay. Too much force within you. Pause. Oh my God. I am doing it too.
See?
No,
you can't even talk about BA without it being Phil.
I think it's because of me and E-Ray's origin stories.
Oh, I was like, whoa.
No. If y'all don't know, me and E-Ray grew up together.
It's pause. About to make a left.
And we're gonna revert back. Patreon stories. Continue.
I don't
Sorry.
like any of that. That's not cool. We attended the same high school and are friends to this day from that exchange. That's how you end that.
But I'm not insinuating EA did anything
Crazy.
I'm not insinuating anything of the nature.
No, it's done. I cleaned it up.
Thank you.
He's going back over it like, wait,
Right.
there's still a spot. No.
I'm walking away. Close the door.
With a bazooka.
Cut the light off.
Oh, man. I don't know where we were going. Oh, the women's title match. I would have preferred that they did the pass out thing with
thank you.
Thea.
Oh, yeah.
But part of the problem with doing the pass out is Tiffany Stratton kept fucking dropping her.
Yeah.
Like
So
if they did that,
she have
like,
a chance to pass.
exactly. Like
She like sweaty.
so
or
she's
something?
passing out. The pain just disappears.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm good now.
Huh. Let me crawl back to the rope again. They just kept resetting the same spot. I feel
Yeah.
like that wasn't supposed to work that way, but they were like, "Oh, let's just go for it again. Do it again." And she cranked it one good time, and then it was like, "All right, it's done." So, yeah, Tiffany need a little bit of work. Thea Hill still, I feel like she's just so primed for that belt, but things are happening. Before we get away from that, I do want to mention. It's very important. Someone on Twitter, and I apologize for not crediting you properly, but fuck off. This is my podcast. Me and my friends. They said we need Alpha Academy and Chase U to combine. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot unthink that thought. It would be incredible. Like have them Thea Hill and them graduate from Chase U and then go to Alpha Academy, or vice
That
versa.
makes sense. Yeah, that's
Be so fun.
You want to keep Alpha Academy still going strong and potentially be stronger. That's the perfect thing to tie a lifeline in and make sure they stick around and
Can
get
they
more
be
relevant.
rivals first?
Mm,
Can we
I
make
mean-
it like a rivalry, like make it like a serious rivalry too, like a Duke UNC rivalry?
Let me ask you
Ooh.
this. Let me ask you guys
Ohio
this.
State rivalry.
I do like that.
Let me ask y'all
Varsity
this.
jackets and
All of it,
Is-
the whole shit.
Is Andre Chase? Y'all think he's like could they move that whole gimmick onto their main roster? Or is that a NXT?
That is an
gimmick?
NXT
No.
gimmick. That is
Okay.
an NXT gimmick, 1000%.
whoa, hold up. I 1000% disagree.
Yes. Yes. Like
You
Like-
don't think
like-
Chase you could make it on the main roster?
No, I don't
I
know.
do.
Like
Why couldn't
are
they,
only
Doug?
people who went to NXT and that specifically live in Orlando went to college? I would argue the latter, that most people from Orlando did not go to college, let alone graduate. So they don't know what college
Here's the
is.
reason it works.
They
We
think
love you,
Full
Florida.
Sail is a university.
Yeah, it works
Stadium.
because like that show is
Not-
stationary. Like Raw and SmackDown are traveling shows. So what is this university traveling
Yeah,
to every
man.
single city?
They have
Hey.
online school.
We believe the Undertaker was a dead man walking around.
First
True.
of all,
can't
For like a
believe
solid
it.
20 years
First
of
of
his
all,
career.
Mark Calloway is an undead zombie cowboy Undertaker, and that is just
Minister.
A fact of
Don't
life.
forget that. No.
Minister.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say I don't know
that burned
TED
down
Talk
the
Mark
Charlotte
Calloway. I know
that
the
is just a
Undertaker.
fact of life. That is a fact of life. No Michael J. Fox.
I'm gonna say I easily think because Alpha Academy does it. They're giving out varsity jackets. Why not bring in a rival school? That's all you got to do. It don't even have to necessarily be college. It's just school. People understand school. And I know we want to shit on the audience and say, hey, people are stupid. But sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's just easy to get along with the gimmick, and Chase U having a rivalry with them. I mean, they brought the Spirit Squad. That was a thing.
It was a bad idea then. It's a bad idea now.
I mean, then because they had a bunch of jabrones. Now Chase U is
That's why they
actually
did the plumbing spot with those guys. They literally shit on them.
I will say this: out of those guys, one of those people from that gimmick have had multiple title reigns, and they're still wrestling today. So, if that could be anybody in Chase.
Is he still wrestling today?
I
When
could
last time
take
you
it.
saw Dolph Ziggler on TV?
Dolph Ziggler's also a comedian, and he
Yeah, I was
hit,
about to say.
and he hit most of the female roster.
And celebrity.
It
Listen,
may or may not.
Dolph
Legendary-
Ziggler's damn near. He's a Cleveland legend. God damn it!
Right, you respect him as such.
Whoa! First of all, Dolph Ziggler's in these streets like me. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer in these streets. Y'all don't know nothing about these streets no more.
Nobody disputed that. I could be a fan of the streets. That's like I'm a fan of the NBA. I can't participate in it, but I can watch it. I can root. I can have a favorite player. And Dolph's one of my favorites.
And that's me, right?
Facts.
Dub, you're one of my favorites too.
Dub,
All right.
you are
You're
Bill
no Dolph,
Lambier.
but you a racist white guy beating up people.
Yeah, I don't know how to take that.
I was
I mean,
in
he's
the
from
game.
Detroit, I guess.
In the game, Bill
Originally from
Lambier.
Cleveland.
Oh, the
Right.
basketball baby, Bill Lambier.
Yes,
Oh my god, you're talking about that shit show? Oh,
yes.
that game
Bill-
was rough.
Dub is Bill Lambier because
Got a couple
like
rings.
everybody else is killing it in the game, and Dub's there for one purpose. He got 5 fouls. He gonna use
5 fouls.
He's gonna use them quickly.
five to give. So he's like, look, I'm coming in early. I'm gonna beat it up, and I'm out.
Yep.
Sit down somewhere. It's like
I
rough
got
and
5
tumble.
fouls.
Gatorade in the towel. Give me my chair.
When
Somebody
Dub,
find me a hottie biscotti.
I was about to say when Dub finds
him.
him a hottie biscotti, he's like, look, Jordan rules. She's like, what you say? Holy cannolis. And he's like, here's your free sample. Outside of that,
And then I grabbed her son's fruit snacks on my way out the door.
Cougarville, USA, population Dub, and Cougarville is like adjacent to Bad Street. It's
Michael P.S. Hayes. and Ronnie Garvin, I think, was his partner. The sleaziest white man I've ever seen in my life.
exactly.
Michael
Dub's
Hayes
like, hey.
was disgusting. Michael Hayes made me want to go get a tetanus shot. It's not even in these streets. To your point, Dub.
Told you they're adjacent. We're ridiculous. You know what?
We are
Thank you, gentlemen, for letting me be me. But more bash tendencies.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Uh-oh.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unlikely
37.
thing to happen, where was a Baron Corbin chant for you guys?
I would have never thought I'd hear that,
Okay.
especially on NXT show, even more so. Well, I guess he made his name in NXT. I'll take that back. That'd be the place you would expect that.
Yeah, he wasn't like hated in NXT the way
Yeah.
like the main roster just
He came
seems
in
to hate
warm.
the man for just cooking steak and
The lone
being a
wolf
pretty
Baron
safe
Corbin
worker.
was they were high on the lone wolf. They thought he was gonna do something, and then they realized I did too either. I was just like, this guy's just old football player wearing dingy clothes. Looks like any white guy in
Shave
any
that hair.
college football locker room.
Why is his hair so juicy? Yeah, it was only the hair on the side of his head. He had it was some things, but no, I don't know. I feel like because Baron Corbin was changing, and it depends on the opponent. So as soon as they said it was going against Gable Stevens, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a train wreck. Number one, but number two, I feel like things are changing. But it was another one of those situations where I'm like, man, he's coming. Let's talk about it. Hate the attire. Hate the new.
wait, hey, who's the tire? Baron's or
both,
Okay.
both.
I was gonna say I hated both, but yes,
we were talking
continue.
about somebody who has promise. Baron Corbin. There's no purpose of talking about Gable Stevenson. Honestly, let's just be real. It was not something that I would be like, oh, let me put that over. Because no, as I said, what can he do? What would he be able to do? The crowd was like, boo, we hate this guy.
Ooh, this man.
And burn the ships, Baron Corbin. Is that like his moniker? His song says burn the ships.
That's what
Is
came
he a
out of those
Viking
promos.
now?
I hope not. God, E-Rap, my stomach just turned when you said he's a Viking. So you can tell me
Join the Vikings.
he's gonna stop wearing shoes like Sarah Logan. I don't need that.
I think never mind. I'm not at liberty to talk about Sarah Logan at all, so I won't. I'd keep her far away from me because she will probably report me to the police for existing. So outside of that, Baron Corbin doing his damnedest to like make this interesting. How did you feel about Gable Stevenson's debut match performance, BA? I know you're a big fan of collegiate wrestling. I know you love Kurt Angle. Have you found the black Kurt Angle once more? Reincarnated?
Be nice to him, BA. That was me I'm trying to talk myself to not. I feel like the world wants me to heal off today. Just in this moment of recording, I'm trying not to. Lord, I'm trying, I promise. E-Ray? Absolutely not. I was disgusted watching his match. I was angry because it reminded me like of all the things I said last week I didn't want to see. Ankle locks, German suplexes, weird exits it out, get thrown out the ring. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want to see it. I don't care. Have him do something with his brother. Change Damon Kemp's name to Stevenson and give him and his brother so his brother can help him out. Because, bro, and I'm not saying like I'm sure he's a fucking great athlete. You don't get that type of cachet if you don't have the blue chipper status, and as my good old friend JR would say.
Wait a second. Wait.
Well, I mean, we know he's a good athlete. He's the
blue chipper,
the best wrestler in the world.
Right.
Like that's a blue chipper in JR's eyes. But that's how they used to get dudes. Like if you listen to like the old heads talk about how they used to go get talent, they would hit the college wrestling teams up. Like that's where they went first most of the time before they got all these fancy deals where Big E's an ambassador for all these college athletes to come to the E. They used to just like JR literally deals. There you go. JR literally was like looking at this shit like he was Urban Meyer or Nick Saban, like recruiting, and that kid's a blue chipper. Look at him. He won 2 NCAA championships, and like that's the type of shit they care about. So I say that to say I'm not gonna say that Gable Stevenson's a terrible athlete. I'm sure he's fucking amazing.
So you're saying Gable Stevenson is the next Brock Lesnar? You heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen. BA
gonna make me walk off the show. But no, he needs some work, man. Like, and I think that I don't think they're approaching this appropriately with him because he hasn't. I mean, I don't know what's happening at the PC when we're.
You've been there for 3 years.
That's what I'm saying, Dub. This is where I'm trying not to shit on this as hard as possible because I know this dude has potential. And
don't worry. I got you here. Let me shit on this.
You do it, please.
Dub about to give you some dope.
I'm out of shit. I was about to say I'm out of shits to give. Maybe I need some like X-Lax or something to shit on more things.
Dub is locked and loaded.
He is okay at selling punches. Other than that, he is not good at this. And it has been 3 fucking years.
Yo,
it does not make sense. Like, and it's not like he's had 3 years and he's at like some run-of-the-mill gym run by a guy who like never made it anywhere outside of his local indie. Mm-hmm. He's been in the performance center with the best coaches in the sport. I'm talking Shawn Michaels is there every single day. Norman Smiley is there every single day. Molly fucking Holly is there. Like, you're talking about minds that know this place, this business inside and out. And on top of that, he's been there 3 years. So other guys have passed through there. Cody was down there for a while, helped working out to get back from his injury. Melo's there every single day. You know, a lot of these guys still living for it. They come and hang out there. And he's picked up nothing. The only thing he can do is the same things he was doing in the Olympics.
German suplex.
Yeah, like, it's been 3 years. Like,
he learned how to pull down the straps. Barely. Hold on 1 second.
I hate the wrestling gimmick, man.
Okay, can I ask y'all a serious question?
Yes.
Is it too early to pull the trigger or the trigger warning, the abort button on the Gable Stevenson project? Is it too early?
I think it's too early.
Call it a?
I think it's too early from a TV perspective. This is first time. This is his first televised match, if I'm correct, right? Now I'm not gonna count any of the Raw Underground appearances as a match.
It's his first match. It's his first match.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I'm gonna give him a little bit of bail. But to your point, Dub, he's been down there for 3 years. I don't know what the fuck's been going on. I know he's had some heart issues too. So I'm gonna try to.
Some allegations too.
That's what's hurting him right now.
I didn't know about the allegation. Oh, we talking about substance allegations?
No. We talking about R-word allegations.
Substance. His character. It's a question. The substance of that.
And in 2024 with the internet, 2023 with the internet existing.
Oh, he's going in the future to cancel this thing.
Exactly. He's using ChatGPT to cancel him now. Like, damn, they got Lizzo today. They can fucking 2020. Right. The year 2024 is next.
In the year of our Lord 2023, they are canceling Lizzo. Ain't nobody safe.
Nobody is
body shaming.
Body shaming.
I'm gonna delete it on my social media today.
And religious torment. The lady who walked around with her very how can I put this kindly? Lo, you may have to bleep all of this out. Just
to protect E-Ray in these streets.
Biscuity looking ass out to a Lakers game. And everyone told us that this is not right. You cannot tell her she should be able to do what she wants. Yet she's shaming other people and telling them that they cannot do what they want. And now she's getting sued for it. So guess what? If she's getting canceled, Gable Stevens is next.
And it's only a matter of time for us, fellas.
All I know is...
I've been canceled. I'm already canceled.
E-Ray just compared...
Saving myself. But I'm running out of redos or like fuel for my time machine. It's okay.
Her butt to Grant's biscuits. That's all I gotta say. Grant's biscuits.
I mean, never mind.
You got it. I had to say Grant's biscuits. That's what I think about when anyone says biscuits. And the aliens are gonna win anyways. I'm out.
They've already won. You saw Secret Invasion.
Shit.
I had so many good one-liners that I'm just gonna avoid because I cannot fuel this time machine to uncancel myself anymore.
Nope.
This week, but finishing up, let's get done with this Great American Bash. What's left?
I mean, there was the triple threat for the North American. You know, your boys won the tag titles, but I feel like we're here for one thing.
Wait. I do. Okay, fuck it. We don't have to talk about it. Let me just get mine off real quick. I love that triple threat. Fantastic work.
It was fun.
I did too. I thought it was really good, but I just don't think there's like enough there to content-wise to keep us away from what might have been match of the year.
I mean, I don't see that, but Tony D. That's why you want to quickly skip away from your boys taking that L. You not slick, dog.
What you talking about?
Dallas boys, we're not on top.
Dallas boys under the bar.
Right.
That's what they got put by the family.
Dallas boys got drowned in endless breadsticks and soup and salad. Them
Shout out to
niggas went
Virgil.
to Olive Garden and never left. He said, more Parmesan, mother. Crank that shit on the face. And it was over.
Whoa. What?
See?
Crank that Parmesan. That's a new...
Jesus.
Oh, my God. I can't
crank that. Crank
I
that.
forgot.
I told you.
Damn you, my brain.
Same cloth.
Come on. Who you're talking about? Gable Stevenson and Baron Corbin chants. Did anyone see or call face turn for Tony D'Angelo and stacks 2 dimes, 5 nickels, and a quarter?
Listen, man, that's just how good Gallus is. That right there.
No, I'm gonna talk over that ridiculousness.
Knock it off. Right?
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Shout out to Joey Gladstone. aka Dave Coulier. But
why did he have both those names queued up like a fucking quarterback blitz?
I am a that's a weird. I was famous on my college campus.
Dave Coulier, right
Yes.
there, black.
I can name the real names of actors. I have no business knowing their real names, and I was a uncanny trait in my college days. People would test me with stuff like that, like random people, and I'd get it. But anyways,
He is the actor Rain Man.
the family. I could see the baby faceness coming out through the skits that they were doing when Tony D was in jail. That's what got him over, I feel like.
He was in jail.
But the rehabilitation, the power of rehabilitation.
Hey man, it works. It
That's
works.
all I can say.
Hey man.
That was the proof in the matter for me. Like I started it because I wasn't that big ever since I started watching NXT and saw Tony D. I think the first match I saw of Tony D, it was in that weaponized cage match with Peter Dune at the time, now Butch, before he left to the main roster. And I thought it was a bullshit gimmick at first. I was like, oh sweet, low hanging fruit, Italian gimmick.
We shit all over that. For months.
But they, like, as all great sports entertainers and wrestlers do, they take their gimmicks and they elevate it, and that's what he's doing right now. Him and Stacks. And shout out to Stacks. He's been doing hella work. We used to shit on him even worse. Him and his buddy that disappeared. Like, we used to shit on them. They were faceless stooges. Yeah, exactly. Dimes and Stacks.
Did we never shit on them though? We shit on the gimmick, like more so from like a writing standpoint.
Good point.
It was always like, no, these guys, they're good, but this gimmick is just, it feels closer to the 80s. You know, yeah.
100%, man. This is new generation written all over it. Like Italian mob gimmick, like hello 90s.
FBI,
like,
full-blooded Italians.
And part of us shitting on that was part of like us looking at like, why do these wrestlers have jobs and shit? Like why does Keanu James have a job? Why does Tony D run a mafia family and decide to put himself in a spotlight and wrestle?
Right. Virgil don't appreciate that. And I blame Tatanka for all of this. Don't ask me why, but I blame Tatanka. Tatanka had Duke the Dumpster Drozy or whatever, that garbage man back in the day.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah.
He was the first MMA fighter. You didn't even know.
His ass whooped.
Wearing the same gimmick. You like that shirt had a big ass torn hole in it. The neckline was all bacon dog.
First ever Yankee shirt made, crawling from under the ring. Just gonna lay under there to the match starts.
God, it's a Brooklyn Brawler. He hasn't showered in years.
Brooklyn Brawler.
I used to think like, what? Maybe that was a thing. Everybody from Brooklyn just throw hands. I was like, this is entertaining. But I definitely thought the same with Tony D and the boys. I was like, oh, there's no way this is like long time working. This was very indicative of 2.0. And I was like, yeah, this is bad. But they kept doing, and to their credit, Tony D looks in great shape right now. So I think him and Stacks have really hit the gym and like improved their look. He got the I guess the rest of those old school 2005 G Unit beaters fell off the truck, and he just loaded up on them bitches.
Oh yeah,
that's his jam. That and those Sean John velour suits. This man is a walking A-Dub monument to 2005, and he loves it. So that's why I was like, I don't even understand why he has an issue with Gallus Boys not being on top. When these guys won, I popped so hard. I was so excited for them. Like.
Listen, I popped too. I've been a Tony D fan since day one, but you know, I'm just a Gallus guy too.
It's day one. Yeah, him, and Stacks in the Olive Garden shredding Parmesan together.
Oh. Absolutely.
Oh
yeah. Scrim Scrampies all day.
Scrim
Scrampies, man. What you talking about? More lasagna.
Look, and then y'all rent. Never mind.
Then we both went to jail. Yeah.
Yep, for 3 days.
Yeah.
I remember
they was talking about that, you know, said what up to Dom. That's my OG.
Go back to the pod.
OG.
Go back to the pod. You'll see. Dub's jail adventures like Ernest Scared Stupid or Pee Wee Herman. Rest in peace. Moving on. The reason why we're here. Dragunov, Big Smash, pause, versus Carmelo Hayes. Dub already said this is his match of the year.
I said a contender for.
That's not what I heard.
I was about to say you were looking for a reason to not call it match of the year, which means that it's match of the year.
I am. I'm looking.
That tells me you think it's match of the year.
Well, okay. Well, tell us about that, Dub, because clearly me and BA have some type of resistance to this. So convince us.
So Melo, I think it's all about what Melo proved. Melo proved he could legitimately take an Ilya Dragunov style ass whooping and just keep ticking, and like he got his stuff in at the proper moments that it didn't feel forced at all. Like if I didn't already have the suspension of disbelief, I'd be like, damn, like he's really got that drive and he knows when to get his spots in to get this W. And the spot when he hit the first 48 when Ilya was going for that coast to coast, phenomenal. I love the ending of the match with Ilya doing his crazy kamikaze torpedo and then hitting the title belt and Trick Williams. To me, that was hilarious. I'm like, yep, see? You just keep throwing yourself at people. That's what the fuck happens, Ilya. Dumbass. And yeah, like I just thought this was a great match, like top to bottom, and yeah, loved it. Big fan.
I mean, it was great. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not here like to disparage that the match wasn't bad, but to call it match of the year in August, I digress. I can't do it.
You say that like we have so much more wrestling left, BA.
I mean, we kind of do. We still got a whole ass SummerSlam to watch a day after this comes out.
Don't get me wrong. Like,
I don't know what
taking that belt off of Seth could be match of the year.
I just hope that I cover my eyes when Finn gets a hold of that thing. I don't want to see Freaky Finn get freaky with Big Old BBL. Right? Cena. That's really hilarious. I don't want to see that. But I hope if I could have a Dave Meltzer 7-star jerk off fest in the Tokyo Dome, yeah, sure. I don't want to see that, but you know what I mean. Hear the analogy.
But yeah, you keep your hands out of your pockets during SummerSlam.
Right. Put your hands where my eyes can see. If you really want to. I will say that I enjoyed this match, but somewhat like I don't know, somewhat like the Finn and Seth match from earlier on the other pay-per-view that was Money in the Bank. It didn't hit the gears that I thought it would, or for some reason, like that's what it was to me.
There was something missing. I'm not gonna sit here like a snob, but continue.
Yeah, it just didn't do it. Where I've seen those Dragunov matches, I'm like, I love this. This is crazy, and I loved it. I did enjoy it, but it just didn't feel like it made the night for me. And I was like, I've left with that feeling a few times, like. And maybe because the story, they did play a good story into it with Trick, with Title, some things of that nature. I love that. But it just felt like there was, again, like I said, with Seth and Finn, I think we expected so much that they just left some left on the bone. Now, on the other hand, I still think probably Carmelo Braun Breaker 1 is still probably better than this. I think Braun and Carmelo 2 is better than this. But
oh wow.
And I like them both. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall correctly, Dub liked 2 better than 1. I think 1 had everything. It had the surprise factor because we really didn't think it was going to happen, even though we wanted it to happen. Mm-hmm. But we were also very surprised at how good Braun had wrestled in that match, and then how even it was. For me, I don't know what it was about this one. I'll have to watch it again. I watched it pretty late. Now I rewatched it again in the morning. I was like, it just didn't hit the levels that I wanted to hit. Not unlike when Dragunov and Hard Justice went at it. That shit hit for me.
That was violence.
So,
Pure violence.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it was, but for some reason it didn't land as well.
There you guys have it. E-Ray's no longer a Carmelo Hayes fan.
No, shut the fuck
don't
up.
do
Dub.
me
I'm not.
like that.
And even more so, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. I think this is gonna be an issue in his career. Like, is there such thing as being too good all the time to where if you see, like, Melo's amazing in the ring, nobody can deny that. Nobody's questioning that. But I think that
is he too good and like can he not bring himself down to like other people's levels? Is that what you mean?
Not even that. No, it's more because I'm not going to tell. I don't want to see a good performer lessen himself because of the talent in the ring. Right. Usually the good performer is there to elevate the lesser talent.
Exactly.
So I think that where we're at, because Dragunov is, in my opinion, just as good as an in-ring performer as Melo. And with
He's
the cadences they were hitting. Yeah, we just saw the Dijak shit in my eyes was way better than what happened.
Literally, the only match that I may have ever seen in NXT UK was him versus Gunther, and that was the match of the year for me. I didn't watch.
And people
none
put that
of it.
shit
I
over
didn't have no story
all weekend.
I had no story. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know Gunther or him. I just seen this nigga with some red eyes, and I was like, "Oh, he looks intense." And they went at it, and I was like, "This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life." So
yeah,
I've seen it hit levels.
Shut up, though.
This wasn't it, and it's not bad. It just didn't hit the speed. It was, again, just like Finn and Seth. I can't.
But BA, what were you saying about like what you think Melo's issue might be in his career, like being too good?
Yeah,
I think there's something there.
Yeah, because he's I feel like he's having too many good matches all the time. That sounds crazy. I know it sounds even weird to say.
No, that sounds really crazy. I don't get it.
It's because like when you see a Melo match, like he does all this amazing shit. And like to the point of this past Sunday, they did good things in the ring. But like hearing the chatter amongst the IWC and how everybody thought this was match of the year, no matter what, I was just like, more to your point, E-Ray, like it was a good match, but I could think of better matches both of these gentlemen have been involved in.
He's just so good all the time that he set the bar too high for himself.
It's possible, but I just think that that's something to keep an eye on and keep a pulse on, because it's if we're feeling like this about that match, and this could be the saying of paralyzation by over analyzation, like where you look into something so much you don't think that you
paralysis by analysis.
Paralysis by analysis. Thank you, E-Ray. So I think that's what IBA be doing right now, but it's something to think, because I don't know why else would I hate it, because it's not hate it, but not what I think. This I not think it's amazing as everybody else is making.
This is what it is. You are trying to find a reason. You're searching for a reason when it's okay to just not like it.
It can be that simple sometimes. Don't have to be this big thesis paper about why you don't like something.
Precisely. And I think
I do think there is something to that though. And I'm going to reference a match that I don't think either you guys have ever seen. The first time AJ Styles faced Kevin Owens was at like a very small indie show. I just happened to find it on YouTube one day. Don't ask me why.
No,
but
I've never seen that.
But it's after like I've seen like a year of Kevin Owens, and he's like my favorite wrestler at this point in the current company. And again, I still think AJ Styles is the best wrestler walking planet Earth right now. I watched that match with such high expectations because I had such high expectations of both guys that I walked away thoroughly disappointed when I'm like, well, no, that wasn't a bad match at all. But it just wasn't what I needed from both of those guys at that time. And then like I will say the same thing. Like
I just figured it out. But go ahead.
I was gonna say I think the same thing happened with like Nakamura and AJ at WrestleMania and that feud going forward.
Oh no, that just wasn't good.
You had seen so much great stuff from Nakamura separately. You had seen so much great stuff from AJ. You knew that they had this history that you wanted something better than what that match was. I didn't think that match was bad, but like I'll say it wasn't great. But the way people shit on that match, I think that you kind of get that same thing.
So let me pause you right there. You just hit the nail on the head, but with the wrong. I think you're just push and go on the wrong item there. It's not them. it's us. It's the breakup text. It's not you, it's me. Like it's not them. The match is good.
It is always me.
Us. Because the thing is, our expectations are so high because we like the people so much. We're setting it up there. They do the things, but if we're looking, I'll put this, shout out to Binge Flicks and Chill. I will put this up there with, I went to go see the movie Talk to Me. Crazy ghost possession movie this weekend. Also seen another horror movie that I cannot mention under NDA clause, but it'll be out in October. Shout out to that. Both of them I had built up in my mind so high they couldn't possibly exceed what I wanted from them. And then in the movie that I had to sign the NDA for, there's a gentleman next to me, of course, because they take your phones. You can't watch anything, you can't tweet about it. So all we can do is talk. So I'm talking to strangers, and we all, of course, love horror movies. That's what brought us here. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, talk to me. I seen it. This was so great. It just fucking redefined the horror genre." So I'm just like, "Nigga, that's got to be some of the craziest shit I've ever heard." And my brain just start percolating with so much glory that on Saturday when I actually seen it, I was like, "Okay, that was cool in spots. It did things, but because I was expecting the highest like caliber of action and storytelling and just revamped my brain, it fell flat to me." Yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod, and I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're gonna get, but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're gonna get, but that shit is popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out. So, very much so, when we got the most intense guy Dragunov, and then the guy that don't miss and Carmelo Hayes, we're thinking about, oh my gosh, they're about to just do some fucking Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay shit. And it didn't happen. And that's no fault of their own. It's us. It's not them, it's us.
It's our unfair fandom expecting these things just because we saw Will Ospreay and Omega do it, to your point in your example. Yeah, I can see to be a wrestling fan is to be a toxic person as far as when you're in your fandom.
Well, damn.
I mean, it's just keep it a buck. Like, let's look around our community of internet wrestling community. Like,
hey, BA.
Yeah.
We ain't them. Like, I'm gonna have to cut your legs off here.
Fair. No, you're not cutting my legs off. I agree with
terrible.
you. I know we're not them. I
not
said just the zeitgeist of the wrestling fan is we always want more. Right?
Gotcha.
That's what I more mean. And to always want more all the time, that's the definition of toxicity, in my opinion, because you're not being fair to expectation of.
My bad.
Oh God.
I'm gonna digress on that point and let you have it.
Whoa! Oh,
no, not that, but never mind.
Why does it keep going?
I promise I'm not trying to be filthy. Y'all know I can get filthy, listeners.
What?
This is not an attempt.
Oh man, somebody unlocked the penalty box.
Right, because throw BA's ass. Never mind. Oh my. All right, guys.
I'm not even doing it,
guys. This has been another. No, seriously though. Moving out of that into Tuesday night, just as a quick aside and a quick recap. The story continued. We seen Carmelo Hayes defend somewhat shenanigans. I don't know if we count that as like real shenanigans, but there was somewhat shenanigans that happened, and Carmelo Hayes won. Granted, start Tuesday off with Trick Willie asking for his release papers from Carmelo Hayes. and Trick Mello gang. Sad day, ladies and gentlemen. It's so hard to say goodbye to Trick Mello.
To Trick Mello gang. The good times and the job talking. All right, continue.
Yes, all that. Thank you, Dub. That was incredible.
Only Wanye Dub. It's fine.
I didn't.
That's
see
like
that.
calling me LLBA. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily see that coming. Pause. But I'm happy it happened. Bigger pause. It was just one of those things that I just could not fathom that it was going to end that way. Is that safe to say? Can I say that one?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Those lane boys.
Okay. I just thought like, okay, they would possibly like crank this up into a feud, but it didn't. And he's just like, look, I got to do it, which was a very respectable way to go about it. I thought that was dope. Like, hey,
that's something new in wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, especially for black characters, because they always turn on each other. Everybody always turn on each other, and the black characters, we're like, all right, we tired of seeing that. New Day has never turned on each other, which is incredible. And that's why they've had 42,862 title reigns. Love that. And individual successes as well. With Trick and Mello, I enjoyed the way they separated it, and then right back at it, Trick is like, I ain't missing a beat. Me and you, Dragunov, we need that smoke. What do y'all think about him branching off right into Dragunov?
Ilya Dragunov is going to put that man in an urn.
No.
We watched it last week. I told you, it reminded me of American History X. He double smashed him. Extra pause. Like, I'm like, holy shit.
If we thought Trick died last week, now Ilya has no NXT title to focus on. It's just, I gotta hurt you. And that's all I want to do is hurt you. That title, that's later shit. You. I gotta hurt you. He's putting that nigga in an urn. Shout out to Trick. It's like he's about to get a lot of vacation time. And a broken chest.
A spleen, sternum, cerebellum, all of the things broken.
Broken jaw. Like he'll have plenty of time to sip milkshakes.
That's unfortunate, but I feel like I disagree. I think I don't think he's gonna win by any means, but I think he's going to prove his mettle. And they're gonna have a fucking slobber knocker.
No, I agree with that too. I think he's gonna prove his mettle for sure. He's just gonna be on the shelf after.
All right, he's gonna need metal inserted into his body in several locations with rods and screws. Gotcha.
Yeah, they can rebuild him. They have the technology.
Antimanium exists yet? No.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be his thing. He's gonna like just keep getting up, and then he's gonna put him down and just like destroy him, and then they're gonna be like in the feud that way, like an honorable beatdown to Trick, because he's gotten so much better in the ring. And his mic work, again, over the last, 2 years or so, it's been fantastic. Like the evolution of Trick Williams. Yes.
And then Braun Breaker Spears Trick.
Yep. And then, oh my God, it's going to be so good. Like, he's just going from beatdown to beatdown. But then I think he might have a chance there with Braun. Probably not, but still, it's going to be a good war. But I think they're building something with Trick. He has a fantastic look. And he's a special talent. And I think he's only getting better. So I like that they kind of broke him and Mello up, per se. But what do you think about how they've situated Mello now in this him versus Wesley type of weirdness? BA, I'm going to go with you first.
All right. Sure.
I'll just say I'm here for it. I like the little banter. I feel like Wesley needs to be taken down a couple pegs. Pause.
Whoa.
Wasn't trying to say pause, but I said peg, so pause.
Why does Wesley need to be taken down a couple pegs? I'm interested now.
Because why the interaction just seemed extra by him. I'm just like, bro, like he's the NXT champion. Who the hell do you think you are coming at Melo like that. That's kind of, I marked out on that. I was like, nah, dog, you deserve it. I hope Melo whip your ass. Like,
That's
you need to
beige
chill.
rage.
Wait, is it
100%?
is it the BA
Great
Melo
example
gang
of
now?
it. I mean, if Wesley trying to fight Melo, I'm taking Melo's side, man. I'm more of a Melo guy than a Wesley guy, to be completely real.
I did not hate the look of both of them, like side by side. I think Wesley's actually bigger than him. It's interesting.
Yeah, he is taller.
I meant like physique wise. He's like bigger than him, and he looks like he kind of put on a little bit more muscle.
He does.
Also, the changing gear. I like the kind of black cargo pant type thing.
They look
now.
like
That's
tights, like, but they're not. Because I was like, oh, he completely switched it up. I was like, oh no,
that's fire.
Big
That's
shorts.
a good look for him.
I agree.
Like,
I'm not mad at any of that.
I think they're moving him on up the card. He's done with the mid card. It's time to like be a real contender, and I'm not mad at it because he's like Carmelo trying to play it cool, and we fuck with Carmelo here. We love him, but Wesley, like, listen here, nigga. Like, that's, hey, dog. Nah, you got time to talk to me right now. Carmelo, like, listen here. I see some ladies tonight that should be having a and he was like, he about to leave. Wesley, like, fuck you and the click you claim. That shit was crazy. And I was like, I need this. I need more of this. I'm gonna try not to like let this build up in my head, but that cardiac kick was so on point that I was like, damn. And subsequently, they gave the metaphor some nice rub. Come on now. That's great booking all around.
Can't argue with that.
The metaphor, man, like this just works better and better every single week. They've given him an entrance now. Like, they got Noam Dar out of the wheelchair, and like he's now more of the mouthpiece for the squad again. Like, it just works in a way I never thought I would see with Noam Dar leading a stable full of black folk. I also want to let you guys know that #Dub was right. I did call this Wesley thing. Just want to let you guys know. You know, just want to say
Wesley thing.
Wesley getting moved up the card to challenge Melo. Well, challenge whoever was NXT title, because I thought Philly was taking that off of
2 weeks ago. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
Shout out to Carlos Dansby for predicting the down North American title run, and then I just ran with it and said, "Oh, Wesley and whoever has the NXT title." I definitely thought it was going to be Dragon off, but
me
was wrong there.
as well. So I was highly surprised. So again, kudos to you guys for being right there. I've been wrong a lot lately. I'm on a losing streak. I'm like a 2-time loser at this point. Like,
well, what do you guys think is next for Thea Hale though? Do you think she's gonna full heel turn on Chase U? Is she just gonna be a dejected student that they gotta kind of send to the counselor's office to get revamped and fill out those college applications? Anything?
I feel the heat turning up. I don't know if we all the way there yet, but the tea leaves are being dropped to make you think.
Is she gonna do like her AEW counterpart Julia Hart and just like leave the college thing and just go full goth? Join the schism?
No. Hell no.
Thank you, E-Ray. I was like frozen in time when he said,
what we ain't gonna
what
do.
is happening?
Right? What we ain't gonna do, Doug. We not placing Thea amongst the Jism's tree. Not this night.
Where gimmicks go to die. Ask GYV, who's just been wrestling in tag matches since they said they were done.
Look, ask the Creed brothers, who had a horrible promo.
Oh man, that looked like some fucking sitcom shit on Nickelodeon in the 90s. I was like, come on, y'all better than that.
It was bad, shit. But let's not get away from it. Thea Hale, I feel like if she doesn't go back to Gulak and their training and just kind of heal out for them, I think she'll definitely be her own thing.
Oh, go full like Cobra Kai.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But if not, I'm still perfectly fine with her doing her own thing. She definitely threw in the towel, like intentionally, like to screw Chase U or Mr. Chase.
Yep.
And then the ref just didn't happen to see it. And then she bounced like, well, fuck it, I'm out of here. I was like, well, damn. So there was that. But yeah, I think they're adding layers to it. But at the end of the day, I do selfishly want them to keep Chase U together. I just enjoy the gimmick. It works so well.
It's great.
Now back to where we were prior. What was worse this week? Creed Brothers, random green screen promos, or just the random jabrones in the back of the jism, just unmasking them and beating their ass one by one.
Random jabrones. No doubt.
Jabrones is such a funny word. I enjoy it so much.
Any
Jabrones.
excuse I get to say it, I use it as well.
Listen, man,
disrespectful
the
word.
Ikemanjiro thing popped me. I was like, oh shit, Ikemanjiro, he still worked there? God damn, he still got a
Jacket
job.
time.
Right.
That's it.
I didn't think the Creed things was as bad as you thought it was, E, because I thought it was supposed to be bad. It was supposed to be them in front of a green, like, hey, no, we're not there. So then Joe Gates could be like, Jism followers all nationwide, find the Creeds and bring them to me. Like the weird fucking 80s villain.
Like Cobra Commander?
Yeah.
Cobra.
Right.
I think they were like, I think they were like intentionally bad. Like, so,
but it
but
wasn't.
for that night, I would give it to the Jism having the worst thing, because clearly one of those followers was Quincy Elliott, which
I know.
Yo, I thought it was just me. I saw that
show
shit
your
too.
face. Get
Right.
your ass out of here. It's like, oh, okay. Because
Right.
if they were smart, they would have let him go. Do something like bad, yeah. But they didn't. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Gives them what to hypnotize them immediately. Like, can't act like that.
Regardless, I think for me, it wasn't the Creed promo wasn't bad because of the intentional cheesy green screen and stuff. It was just their interactions. Like they didn't really know what they wanted to say, and so it didn't stamp and land. Like that's all I ask. I'm perfectly fine with something good, some good cheesy goodness. It just has to be executed well. So, yeah, Brutus, guys, and then, we're in
that was the point.
Hawaii. Like I get that, but you just have to say it with more conviction. Some of that fake laughing just felt like nervous energy. It was like they were trying to wing it too much. I like when you have a mix of like loose banter as well as like stamped gems. They didn't have enough stamped gems in that one for me. Honestly, they didn't have any stamped gems. The only one
They should have any stamped gems in. I think it should have all been exactly the way it was. I thought the Creed part of that came off perfectly.
interesting.
Like
It was just
supposed
cheesy
to,
to me.
yeah, I think it
Right.
was supposed to come off just as cheesy as it did and just as winged as it did for Joe Gacy to go full Cobra Commander.
Hey, Dub, I got a question for you.
I got an answer for you, buddy.
Are you still writing television shows?
I haven't in a while.
Okay, good. I'm so happy you stopped. Because I don't want to see that shit on my TV ever. Okay? So if that's the type of shit that you're bringing to the table, I'm happy that you're now Dub Strassmore. Because I never wanted to see such awfulness. I'm joking, of course. But I'm
Baller
not.
season 4 coming soon.
But seriously, it could have. I get the cheesiness of it, but it just feels like sometimes when you're being cheesy, even if you're being cheesy, you still gotta know what you're saying and how to execute it right. Particularly, a great example of this would be someone like Bailey. Bailey is intentionally ding dong, hello, you little stupids. Da, da, da. Like it's something like that that's so over the top, so cheesy, but it is like, okay, we know our words. And again, I get they were supposed to fumble over their words for like when they were switching backgrounds. I'm talking about before. Like to me, I was just watching it. It was like, the Creed brothers, this is what y'all doing? And that's also to me, it was a point of contention because usually Julius be smacking them bitches out the park. And I'm like, I love when he be saying some shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga like a real nigga. So this wasn't that. And I was like, oh, this either feels really horribly scripted or really badly plotted out where they were just like, oh yeah, we got it. We'll just be corny. And it just didn't work for me.
That's
So,
fair.
If
I
you like,
I know how much you love Ava Rain's part of this whole segment, so I totally understand that.
Oh, for sure. When me and my girl was watching it, she's just like, "Close your mouth. Something's wrong." And not me. She was talking to Ava Rain, by the way, guys. She's just mouth breathing, and my girl's not a fan of that. So I was like, well, there you have it. Regardless, that's neither here nor there. Anything else that we need to touch on from NXT?
No.
Great.
Mustafa Ali's angry again.
Oh, for sure. Shouldn't he be though? I have to say it's time. Let's get to it. The moment that everybody's been waiting for. The SummerSlam predictions that we will be witnessing in person. Yeah. I would love to run down this card. 8 matches, I believe. None of them being Trish and Becky.
We've seen it 5 times.
I mean,
Seen it twice.
I might be in a minority here, but of you guys, because I think the internet agrees with me. They could have found a way to put this on the card, and they probably should have.
This definitely should have been on the card.
I mean,
they could have squeezed it on. They only need like 10 minutes tops. They could have found that time
easily. And I was like, that's a little weird, but okay. So I'll let them live, but definitely interesting. Dub, give us the rundown.
All right, so we're gonna start from 8 to 1. So SummerSlam Battle Royal. Are we all picking LA Knight? BA?
There's no reason why we shouldn't. Yeah, outside of the obvious that we all think he's gonna win, so he's gonna lose. To keep up the man being against LA Knight agenda that's being written on a daily basis. So yeah,
Facts.
He should win, but anything is possible. In the words of KG.
All right, so me and BA are for sure going LA Knight. E-Ray, are you picking?
E-Ray is betting on black if this is roulette.
Yeah.
Just give me black.
Even.
All right, you know what? No, I'm not even going to give you that out, E-Ray. The announced competitors are LA Knight, Sheamus, Ciampa, Nakamura, and Gable. Pick one of them.
Wait, what?
The announced competitors in the Battle Royal are LA Knight, Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa, Dubsuke Nakamura, Otis, and Chad Gable.
Wow. So Dubsuke and Tommaso are going to cancel each other out. Perhaps Sheamus and Otis will cancel each other out.
So you're going Chad Gable.
I mean, you're making me. I chose the field. I was very clear with my words. But
what you can do if you're betting on golf and you want to bet on the field, that is allowed.
When you especially when you have a front runner like LA Woods here.
Okay, like, Chad Gable in parentheses the field.
You're a dick.
If the field is your winning pick, I'm not taking a shot. All right, next up on the card is a match that somehow on Monday night they made us care about. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler, MMA rules. I'm going Baszler here. Let's just hurry up and get Ronda the fuck up out of here.
You hope.
I pray every night, actually. If you want me to be honest with you.
Dear sweet
who are
baby
you picking
Jesus.
here?
Please get that Ronda Rousey out of my wrestling.
Please, 8-pound baby Jesus.
All right.
With a tuxedo on.
I honestly think she will disappear, but there's got to be a narrative on the what if she comes back. So that's where I get that from. I don't know anything specific. But no, the packages, like this is like some writer that used to work for like Netflix or Hulu or something. Was like, hey, right. you know production.
Or Inside Edition. That shit felt intense.
Inside Edition.
I'm like, damn.
60 minutes or some shit.
All right. America's Most Wanted. That shit felt real personal. I like that. channel ID or something. It felt very intense, and I was like, I am here for this finally.
Yeah,
I've been doing this all along.
Right. No, I'm
We're
here
all
for
going
that
Shayna.
piece of it.
We're all going Shayna.
There's no reason to stretch it out. We know.
We're all
Thank
praying
you.
to 8-pound baby Jesus to get Ronda Rousey up out of our wrestling.
Especially the way those promos look like. They're making Ronda look like an asshole. Like she's here to get beat and go home, and Shayna can take all that rub.
How about this? If Ronda Rousey wins, we all gotta go drink. We gotta chug.
We'll just leave
Chug
our
a beer.
seats and go. Yeah, I'm with that.
Beer chug.
Since I can't smoke marijuana in the stadium, I'm sure that's frowned upon, and we'll find out.
Probably.
But I'm gonna assume it's frowned upon. I will go to the
niggas be at Lions games pretty high. So I'm gonna tell you.
Oh. Okay.
Excuse me,
say
sir.
less.
We're gonna ask you to leave. Like, oh no.
Right, true. Them tickets ain't cheap. I have to strategize that one. We'll talk about that offline.
All right. Next up, we got the IC title match. We're all picking Gunther here, right?
Yeah, because honky tonk, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Gunther must break that
that's
record.
honky tonk.
All right. Next up on the card, we got the match that I think is going to open the card. Ricochet versus Logan Paul, because Logan wants to make it to Dallas same night to walk his brother to the ring. That being said,
cute.
I'm picking Ricochet because he's going against a human and not a microphone here. E-Ray, tell me why you're picking the Cleveland boy to win this one.
Westlake.
Right. Facts. Tell him, BA. I feel like it's only right. Ricochet is somebody, because think about it. How many matches has Logan Paul had thus far?
Like 6.
I said this might be 5 or 6.
And he's lost them all.
I love it. I never thought about that.
He has to win. This is the person he can win against.
I'm gonna question that. He's been embarrassing Ricochet. That last week I was like, get up.
I know. Would you sound like what's the name? Dog in Meteor Man?
Oh yeah.
Right in front of your
Someone
girl.
stole your
Listen
suit.
here. Nigga Shay wouldn't have took that. Nigga Shay not getting the whole cocked in front of his wife.
No.
And then just laying there, ass tooted up in the air while she's sitting there. Ludwig Kaiser.
Right. Samantha. Like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. This is what kills me about Ricochet. Is that shit.
So we're saying that Ricochet kind of has to win this for his pride.
If he don't win, man, I'm gonna come in hot.
Nigga Shay is gonna come in. No, you gonna come into the ring like with our powers combined.
Right. Oh my god.
Ricochet and Nigga Shay turn this into a damn.
Welcome to the Shayverse.
Right. And then I come in there, tag me in Ricochet.
E-Ray starts screaming. He turned into just this beige fire. Yes, the Super Saiyan fire.
Oh, that's so great.
E-Ray just got blonde hair all of a sudden.
Right. That's what's got to happen. Then all of a sudden a mic just floats into my hand and I can talk perfectly clear. It's like, well, actually we got to do a fusion dance, so then I can cut promos for Ricochet. It will work.
He need it, man. I'm sure he's not going to turn that help down either.
Come on, let's fuse. You seem better on the mic than me. You're right, Ricochet.
It's morphin' time.
Give me your abs.
Isn't that how this works?
All right, give me the
we're
abs.
all picking Ricochet.
I feel
more hopeful than actual belief. Like, sorry,
because I feel like E-Ray's on the fence here.
I am, because God, like if he wins, then that just furthers the thing with him flying to
Logan
celebrate. No, cannot talk. It continues the narrative with him and his brother going to celebrate and him being obnoxious. Because you see, there's a clear heel turn and all the shit he's been doing, and because he's been getting the best of Ricochet, it tells me in my kayfabe brain that that means Ricochet has to win.
Same. So
But-
that's how I'm looking at it.
But if there was ever a wrestling match that Logan Paul could win, it feels like this. He
It's
lost to the
punching,
Miz.
punching the flippy nigga out the air.
Yes.
Yep.
Cole Cockton.
He's done it like 3 times in the last 3 weeks.
I know.
Ricochet has ended those segments looking worse and worse.
Okay.
and
I'm
worse.
going Ricochet.
And I'm saying,
Y'all got me. But
It's Ricochet.
since we're doing that
I don't
again,
hate him. I just
if
want him to
Logan
win.
Paul wins, more beers. We're gonna
Man.
be fucked up.
Hey man, good thing, I'm sure we're walking instead of driving, or at least Ubering. It's all
Hopefully
good.
BA stocks the cave of man stuff with coconut water. Great hangover cure, because we're gonna be
Thank you, E-Ray.
fucking ripped, man.
Duly noted. We'll have the fridge will be filled of coconut waters.
All right, here we go. And now we're into the main card of the 4 main events. First up,
Excuse
we
me?
got
4?
yeah, four main events. You ain't know?
Is that how they're being advertised?
Yes, that's how they're being advertised.
Wow, that's scary.
That's like
It's
that's
gonna be a
like
long
football.
night.
What
Right.
they say in football? If you
Quadruple header.
if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. If you got 4 main events,
Oh,
do
man,
you
that's
really
a-
got one?
When I hear that, I always get triggered. I'm gonna calm down. I'm not going into a Browns rant. But yes, you are right, E. Two is essentially 0.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what 4 equals. So it's be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
All right, first up, women's triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair versus Jane Cena herself, Bianca Belair. BA, I'm guessing you're picking Charlotte. I don't know why, but I'm thinking you're picking Charlotte.
Because their moonsault isn't as bad as you think it is, but no, I'm not picking Charlotte. I'm in a dilemma. I wanna pick Asuka, but I can't ignore the EO in the room. And something big always happens at SummerSlam, whether it's returning people, which I think we will get somebody returning, and we're gonna have a big title change of some nature, or somebody
I'm gonna keep it
retaining
real
the
with
title
you.
that
If
should.
you pick EO and you're wrong, you're doing shots just based off of that on the rest of the picks.
Hey man, I'm here to have a good time.
They're all so close together that you pick EO and it's wrong in any way.
Hey, we'll just keep a running tab, and then whenever we can run to the concessions, we'll pull out the notepad of who owes what. I'm pulling out the Amex card this weekend. I'll just leave it at that. I already know a lot of these picks are going to be wrong by me. I feel like E-Ray's confidence right now as far as picks. I don't feel great about it. But yes, EO's cashing. Sorry.
So
I thought that was essentially like y'all knew that I was gonna pick EO because y'all were like, if that doesn't happen, you gotta go buy drinks.
I was just letting you know in case you wanted to change your mind that like if you pick her and you're
I ain't
wrong,
scared,
like, no matter
man.
what else happens, you probably gotta do shots.
wait.
I'm
I
not
gotta
scared.
ask though, because this is a way we gotta differentiate. 'Cause
Mhm.
EO probably could win that belt, but does she cash in before or after Asuka wins the match?
Ooh, that's hard. I feel like I'm betting
Yeah.
in Vegas right now. Fuck. That's hard.
That's like my field pick,
Oh,
because you can just say like technically EO could definitely just cash in and cause it, but yeah.
nah. The way that those cash-ins always happen is at the end of the match. Not always, but usually for the pop and the ceremony is run down with their music playing after things have kind of seemed settled to surprise the fan base. I'm gonna double down. I'm throwing chips into the middle of the table. Asuka gonna win that title. The EO gonna run down with that briefcase, and I might as well get ready to turn around and walk back to the concessions right after that doesn't happen. So, but that's my prediction.
All right, E-Ray, are you going EO as well?
No, I'm going. But wait,
You
hear me
just
out.
made BA double down.
He was like, I like that. Oh yeah, do
I
that
just
shit,
walked
away
BA.
from the table.
Right?
Because he
Not my buddy.
because he just added some extra sauce onto what I already thought. I think that they're gunning and gonna get after Bianca Belair versus Charlotte, and that doesn't need a title. They're just gonna have them kind of cancel each other out, and I think Asuka's gonna narrowly escape. they're gonna be looking at each other all stupid. And then here comes Io. So, but I'm just not adding that part into my prediction. I just think Asuka wins. She retains over those two.
Oh,
yeah,
fair.
you're
I'll
gonna
leave
split
it
them
there.
fives, right? You gonna split them fives? Oh, you split them fives? All right, hey, I gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking Asuka
Seven
as
can't
well.
miss. Seven show can't miss.
Yep.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Right.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'm
Right.
thinking Asuka as well. I think she needs a little bit more run with this belt before Io cashes in on her.
Right.
And yeah, like you said, E, Bianca and Charlotte, that don't need a belt.
That's happening.
That
It's
don't
like
need a belt,
payback
and they
or
can.
something. It's gonna happen at one of those. So I feel like they're gonna have their own match, and it don't need a title because that's big enough without it. So
Because whoever comes out of that is going to be the next challenger for the title again.
exactly, and I think that's how you get Bianca back to that contendership.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a minute, so she can afford to just do some cool shit.
Yeah, and then while you do that, Io and Asuka can have a war over the women's title, which,
And then
to
maybe
my
turn
knowledge,
on
would
Io.
be the first time two Asian women have battled over a world title.
in the WWE.
Yeah,
You're probably right on that.
Probably right, because who's been
It's out of Gail Kim.
I'm pretty sure what's the name didn't fight. Asuka, and when they made them the Kabuki Warriors, they didn't have a chance to break up because she
they
just left.
did.
She was like, I'm out, I'm gone. Great elbow, by the way. Kyrie Sane, yeah. What's next up? What's
Next
our
up,
second main event?
The second main event, we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Freaky Finn Balor
Freaky
for
Finn.
the
All the
BBL
marbles.
I like to watch.
World Championship. Sheena, as you guys have coined her. I'm going Finn Balor. He's been stomping Seth out for what feels like 5 years now. And it's just time. It's time to give to give Finn the run he never got. It's just time. I'm going Finn here.
It's the hottest faction in the WWE right now. They all got something. Finn needs his get back. He needs something other than his bitterness to keep him warm at night. And I think it's got to be Sheena. Big Gold BBL is coming home with him, and he's about to break bread on her all night long.
All night long. BA, tell us why you're picking Seth Rollins to retain, and then after that, you're picking Damian Priest to catch in on him.
Nah,
Do it. That sounds good.
It sounds real good, real good. You might win a lot of money on that bet,
Right.
brother. Oh,
That's all.
Yeah, BA hit on 14. You good?
right. Nah, it's gotta be Finn, man. There's no reason for Seth to retain. This is like their fourth match. But that's to say that they can't do that because Seth was in the other side of this literally a year ago when Cody was whooping his ass on every PLE.
That is so true.
So you want that get back that you think it's got to happen because he's taken so many L's, but it ain't guaranteed. But the language in which Finn's using about 7 years and all that shit.
He's so horny.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
You will be mine.
Shit, 7 years, I'd be fucking ready to run through a wall too to get after something.
You gotta
But
crack that thing.
man, that's a seal boy to break.
Wrap yourself around this.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, where you belong.
Finn gonna be getting real nasty with that belt after Seth gets pinned, basically. So, Freaky Finn for the win.
First Seth, then Sheena. Both getting pinned tonight. Finn for the win.
Be a double pin like Roman at WrestleMania a couple years ago.
First I smash, then I stack.
Oh God.
All right, next up, we got Cowboy Brock Lesnar, the Black Champion Slayer, versus the greatest civil rights activist of all time, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going to be on USA. I mean, the Today Show tomorrow. So there's no way I ain't picking against that man. They're putting that whole company on his back.
I mean, Cody Rhodes has a documentary just came out, which I will be watching probably tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta go with Cody Rhodes. Brock just keeps whipping his ass. This is another one of them things. Like, come on, you can't roll 7 full times in a row. I don't believe it. Gotta break sometime eventually.
Biggest effects. And as we always go back with Cody, it's all about finishing the story. And this is the Beast Slayer chapter of his story. And it's time to slay that beast. Seth has slayed this beast. Other up and comers have slayed this beast. Roman
multiple times.
Yeah. It's time. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be.
Wait. I got one for you. How does he beat Brock Lesnar?
Oh. It's gonna be some sneaky shit. Like, it ain't gonna be like sneaky shit he's done already.
I got a wild
how's
prediction.
He gonna beat him? I think he's gonna submit him. Honestly, I think he's gonna put him in like a triangle hold on some UFC shit.
Kimura lock.
Ooh, that'd be beastie. Put on Brock Lesnar, Kimura lock.
Cody Rhodes tapping out Brock Lesnar.
I can see a triangle because it's easy to slip a triangle hold in there if you about to get power bombed or some shit. So I can see the triangle's more believable. Kimura lock, he's got to really be in there on Brock, and Brock's like, you know, like. And to look at this from like a kayfabe fight standpoint, like, you don't get in close with a guy like Brock Lesnar. So that's why I'm like,
but he said, I'm not gonna beat Brock. I want to embarrass him.
Ooh, man.
Those was his words.
Only talking that talk.
Those are his words, not mine. You can't embarrass a man by just beating him or hitting him with a Cody cutter and then a crossroads. You got to make him tap. To make Brock tap out, I'm just saying.
That'd be wild. This man fought and is a heavyweight champion in UFC and fought real life badasses, and if Cody Rhodes chokes him out, that would be nuts.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Has Brock ever tapped out?
Not that I can visually see in my mind. Not to say it's never happened, but I can't see a match where he.
I'm gonna take a look. But
tapped out.
Maybe he got hurt.
He's got knocked out, but he's never gotten tapped out. I don't think. But our resident researcher E-Ray is gonna have that up
Jamie.
for us. So, right.
Look that up first.
Jamie, can you cut on YouTube? Put on that alien video. You know the one I like. Jamie, can you roll my joint, please? Jamie, where's my bourbon? Yeah.
All right, gotcha. Brock Lesnar has tapped out on 4 occasions during his WWE stint. Only 2 WWE superstars have been able to make him tap out.
Kurt Angle.
That's one.
And
he who shall not be named.
Ooh.
What? Wow.
What year? Early? Had to be early in his
career. It had to be early.
Huh. How?
Wow.
That weak ass sharpshooter? No.
Sharpshooter?
No, he who will not be named.
Yeah. Survivor Series 2003.
Do we have to say it, BA?
No, we don't. We'll talk about it offline. I don't want to.
Okay.
I've dragged this show off the rails long enough.
Here, let me just give it to y'all. Let me give it to you. Number 1, at SummerSlam 2003, Brock Lesnar met Kurt Angle in WWE title match. WWE Chairman Vince McMahon interfered in the contest to aid Brock in winning the belt, but to no avail. In the end, Angle locked Lesnar into an ankle lock and forced him to tap out. Didn't we review that, or somebody reviewed 2003?
No, we reviewed 02.
No, we did 05.
Oh,
02 and 07.
Right. I ended up watching that afterwards. Okay, I'll let you off the hook there. That was one. Second time, On September 16th, 2003, edition of SmackDown, Brock Lesnar defeated Kurt Angle in a 60-minute Iron Man match for the WWE title. At one point, Angle made Lesnar tap out again.
So the same guy twice.
And
I'm not mad at that.
Number
From
3,
Brock's standpoint.
at Survivor Series 2003, he had a rough 2003, but then after that,
Vince was mad at him. Vince was mad at him.
At Survivor Series 2003, Team Angle, Kurt, he who shall not be named, Bradshaw, and Hardcore Holly, and John Cena.
I know who now.
And Team Lesnar, Brock Lesnar, Big Show, A-Train, Matt Morgan, and Nathan Jones.
Oh, Tensai.
Right.
Nathan Jones.
Nathan
Wow.
Jones.
Wasn't he that just like generic ass Steve looking dude?
No, he was big.
No, he was a psychopath.
He was huge.
Yeah.
He was the guy who got stabbed in the first like 10 seconds of Troy. I love that movie.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I've watched it so much. Faced off in a 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. As the match was nearing its end, he who should not be named made Lesnar tap out to a loud chorus of cheers. He who shall not be named and Cena eventually won the match for their team after Cena pinned Big Show. Finally, Brock Lesnar wasn't happy one bit over tapping out to He Who Shall Not Be Named at Survivor Series. He defended the WWE title against He Who Shall Not Be Named on December 2nd, 2003 episode of SmackDown. He who shall not be named made Lesnar tap out again during the final moments of the match. Unfortunately for He Who Shall Not Be Named, the official was down and out. Eventually, Lesnar retained the title via TKO. So he officially tapped out twice. The other 2 times were unofficial because they did not result in an actual pinfall. So it was twice, in my opinion.
So that is a bold prediction by you to have Cody be the third person to tap him
the
out.
third.
Finish the story.
In 20 years. It happened twice in the same year and none since. I think it's time to give him that. And I think Brock might be willing to let him have it if he gets to beat the holy hell out of him.
That's interesting. I'm not mad at that. All right, here we go. The pick we've all been waiting for.
You know why we're here.
Tribal combat for the undisputed. For the undisputed WWE Universal Championship and recognition as the Tribal Chief.
Johnny
You got-
Cage. Oh, sorry.
You got your Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, on a 3+ year run. And this whole story started 3 years ago at Survivor Series, accompanied by Paul Heyman, the Wise Man,
The GOAT.
and the new
The
Samoan
self-proclaimed
psychopath,
I blame that.
Solo Sikoa, versus Jey Uso. BA, tell me why you're picking Roman to retain here.
Because Jimmy's gonna get involved.
Oh,
Period. Point blank. And then he's gonna get us. I said it last
Jimmy
week.
versus Jay.
This is the build. Yeah, we're gonna get Jimmy versus Jay. And this is what's gonna suck about it. Jimmy gonna get a lot of offense in on Roman, and he's gonna have everybody thinking he's gonna do the thing, and we're all gonna
Jay.
see it. And then Jimmy gonna come down there like not trying to interfere, but it's gonna fuck Jay up, and he's gonna get speared, and you're gonna see Roman holding all the belts as SummerSlam ends, which I'm not mad because I haven't seen him hold all the belts in person yet. E-Ray, you have at WrestleMania.
But no, now he got a third belt. He didn't have that belt.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we got
Now
that
he got
ugly
like 3
ass
belts.
black and mild belt he got. So
Damn.
shout out to Middleton. So yeah, you are right. Nobody has seen all 3 belts being hoisted up at the top of the ramp. So yeah, man, I hate to agree with Dub, but Dub, you positioned me correctly on that one. Roman will retain.
pause.
Just saying words. I
Whoa.
promise.
Whoa.
There's no filthy intentions. just words. Vowels and consonants. That's it.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yep. Your thoughts.
It's time. It's time.
It's time. It's
I love Dub, man.
It's time.
Dub has been saying this shit since March. It is
time.
August. It's time. I know it's time.
It's time. It's
Oh
time.
man. Oh man, Dub.
Hey, hold on. We all said it in March.
Oh, absolutely.
We all said it. We were
I know
all
I
bought in
did.
on Cody.
Yeah.
We were all
yeah,
bought
oh,
in on
Cody.
Cody finishing that story.
Oh, I was talking about the Jay thing because I was like, yeah, you don't keep saying he's been saying that for a minute. Like, oh no, it's Jay. It's always been about Jay.
True, he
Gotta
has.
be Jay.
He's been saying this for almost a year now.
You sound
Yeah,
like
it's-
one of those Browns and Lions fans.
Oh
like,
my
it's
God,
a
you
year.
took the thought out of my
It's a
mind. I was gonna
year.
say it. Shout out to my brother Matt, because I give him
It's our
shit
year.
every offseason because he's starting right about now. Hey man, you see what the Browns gonna do?
It's sick.
You see their roster? I think they go 9 or 10 wins. See, I'm like, how? Where do you get that from? You watch this shit just like I do. 4 wins until you actually see something happen and go about your business. Don't come to me with that bullshit in August. So
4
yes,
wins.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
hey man,
Who
I
hurt
have-
you, BA?
the Cleveland Browns. That's who hurt
Facts.
me.
Your voice,
When they
your voice
decided
cracked
to-
when you said that too.
Yes.
Hey, Browns.
Dub,
Sorry.
you don't even want to get. At least your team is still your team. All right, my team that was taken away, and they trotted
Oh.
out this bullshit 1999, and the rest is history. I digress. Moving on.
You want to go there? I watched the first team go 0-16. It was one of the worst years of my life.
Well,
And then our ass gonna follow suit. God damn, bro, we could have left them with that. Couldn't they just had that one by themselves? God, man. Anyway,
Anyways, Lions winning 12 games this year. And Jay Uso's winning that title.
so much
because
blue and orange Kool-Aid.
It's
Sorry.
time.
So much.
Did you watch Hard Knocks last year?
No, because why?
Oh, run through a wall for Dan Campbell.
Practice, man. God damn it. I'm sorry. Sorry, listeners. I get very angry about things like preseason and practice and people wanting to have legitimate conversations about these things like they matter, because they don't. Because guess what, guys? These guys that go to practice and play preseason, they're not doing anything at their full capacity because they're trying to just make it to the season. Sorry,
You
that
know
is your
what?
BA public service announcement of
BA,
don't buy into the hype.
Hey Dub, I gotta co-sign BA because the year that y'all went 0-16, y'all won all 4 preseason games.
Thank you, E-Ray.
I don't take any stock in preseason
I
games.
didn't forget.
And also Hugh Jackson had a great preseason record in Cleveland too. He's still getting paid by the Browns, and that
I thought you
debacle
said
happens.
Hugh Jackman. I was like, Wolverine played for the Browns. I was like, when the hell that happened? Was it
I
a kicker
wish.
or some shit?
Shit, put him in the middle linebacker. Wolverine still go 16 probably. Ejected immediately for stabbing someone on accident. That wouldn't be well anyways. But yes,
Unnecessary roughness 2, starring Hugh Jackman.
Patrick Stewart's the head coach. His wheelchair on the sideline talking to players on the other team.
Logan, you have to calm down. Let me at him, bub. We need a touchdown. Cyclops is, of course, got to be the quarterback.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, what a
Cyclops is absolutely the quarterback, and he's probably a terrible quarterback too.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Gene on the sideline. He thinks she waving at him. She really waving at Wolverine. Bitch ass nigga.
only quarterback to kill his receivers by accident because of his laser beams coming out of his eye. Oh, my
vision
bad,
is
bro.
insane.
Right. Usually guys get overthrown. Cyclops will fucking kill you if he looks at you the wrong way. Oh shit, this show is going off the rails. This turned into football and X-Men talk.
E-Ray, who are you picking?
Oh my god.
E-Ray?
Jay is against all odds. It's only him versus the wise man who is the greatest of all time. He just said it on ESPN, so that makes it true. He said, Bobby the Brain Heenan, that guy's dead. Screw him. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, I saw
You're
that.
right.
Great heel work.
Solo Sikoa still there in the corner. And Roman Reigns hadn't been pinned in 3 years. Jimmy is going to come back.
Till last month. Yeah.
Jimmy is going to come back.
Oh yes, prime for Jimmy rundown and what's Jimmy gonna do? Like it's so prime for that.
I feel like because I'm going with my heart. I'm like a dude from Captain Planet. Hurt.
The worst power.
By far. What does heart got to do with talking to goddamn animals?
Right, exactly.
I'm sorry. I
this
digress.
motherfucker can move water. Sorry. I got a dumbass
You
heart.
fire me. What you doing?
Right.
Fire.
Right.
Courage.
Courage.
Get this Care Bear nigga ass out of here.
Right, exactly. You gonna rub your tummy and shoot some fucking lasers out of it. Get out of here.
I feel like because I'm in attendance, because it's SummerSlam, which is the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. WrestleMania is first. SummerSlam is like WrestleMania Junior. I feel like it's now or never. Jimmy comes out, helps Jay, and he helps him win the belts. I know it's not happening, but I'm trying to will it to happen. So fuck it. We gonna be there.
I ain't mad at that. Just from the we gonna be there perspective. I ain't mad.
We called it. We wanted this match to happen there months ago. We were like, oh, we can go to SummerSlam. Like months ago, we said, shit, would that be crazy if they had? I don't see it happening, but what if it's there now? Hey, it's like LeBron in 2016. We here now.
Yep.
One more. That's all we need.
Man,
I'm with it. I'm gonna hype y'all up. Y'all ready to run through a fucking wall?
E-Ray just Dan Campbell me just now. I'm like, oh man, I could see this happening. I guess. See, yeah, E-Ray sold it way better than you, Dub. You're just like, it's time. You've been saying that since March. E-Ray went into a whole spiel. Like E-Ray went straight Duke Rockney. So E-Ray got me leaning more towards the middle than the aggressive left that I was just at. So
that's fine. I'm just steadfast. If I'm anything BA, I'm consistent.
Can't deny that.
Consistently hating work. I know. I get it.
There you go, E-Ray.
Josuke Nakamura, you're right.
Way to oop that alley for me. Oh man, is that the card? Is that it?
That's the card.
That is the entire card, unless you want to book another Money in the Bank cash in or something.
Hell no, I gotta make sure my butlers and my maids got my shit together, man.
Right.
So Damian Priest cash in.
Damian Priest comes out. Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow, that would be insanity.
If Damian Priest comes out and just fucking sidewalk slams Jay as he wins and takes the belt, I would lose my fucking mind.
You talk about putting a hard reset on the championship picture? That's your hard reset, boy. Man.
So, number one, that's impossible. It won't happen.
It would be a suicide attempt by the
because that means the Judgment Day will have all the belts.
Literally.
And they're not gonna float them. Like, that would be crazy. But that would be crazy, right? Like, I'm crazy for thinking this, but I kind of
that would be crazy.
Right? Oh my gosh, if that happened though, that would be nuts. Anyway, we're gonna leave with that, guys. Please let us know what you think about these fucking predictions, and keep an eye out. Instagram, on Twitter, on letmebookpod.com, our website. Go get some merch, buy a shirt. New shit coming extremely soon. As far as soon as you hear this, oh, you gonna see. You gonna see.
The merch shop is about to be very colorful and full of inventory, more than what's there right now. We've got some great shirts there now, but it's about to, that's E-Ray's point. Y'all gonna see. Very, very, very soon.
We gonna see. With that said, guys, let's get out of here so we can actually get ready to enjoy the greatest party of the summer, the wildest. Try to bring our bulletproof vest. Make sure we got everything packed up tight. And let's go to Detroit tonight. It's Devil's Night. Guys, this has been a fantastic episode of Let Me Book the Territory. Dub, please let the people know where they can find you before we get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dubsuke Nakamura, the man who hates work but shows up for his check. Every Tuesday, new episodes of Embrace the Turn Up. Obviously, we didn't have an episode this past Tuesday because I didn't have power for like 5 days. But
I said it. I called it.
This nigga E-Ray has been praying on Dub's Embrace the
E-Ray
Turn
is
Up
trying to kill my
downfall.
vibe. It's fine.
It's like,
Totally
he's
fine.
doing voodoo over there. He got a dub doll. He poking needles in or something. Like,
It's fine. All right, man. Other than that, guys, next Tuesday we'll be back at it, me and the homie John. And then after that, I got a couple special episodes coming your way to wrap up the fall before we get back to football season, where content is a lot easier to come by. Other than that, ADUB1220 on all the socials. Hit the follow button. Let me fuck up your algorithms with filth and wrestling, not necessarily in that order. And yeah, that's where you can find me, guys.
BA, you know, every week, week in, week out, you tell the people where you cannot be found.
you already know. Without an individual social media carbon footprint anywhere to be found. Not
He's
since
in-
about 10 years
He's
ago, baby.
omnipresent. He's everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
My friends that
He's
follow,
transcendent.
yes.
He's transcendent.
I'm like
He's
Johnny Depp. Yeah. My brain is currently uploading into the computer right now. But no,
He's
my
Job. He's the lawnmower man.
God, please don't put Job the lawnmower man on me. I'd rather be Pierce Brosnan anyway in that movie. Anyways, yes, as E-Ray said, you can find me absolutely nowhere individually. Because I don't do the social medias, but what I do is Let Me Book Pod everything. Do. Words are not my friend tonight, guys. And that's okay. At Let Me Book Pod, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Instagram has been extra spicy lately. Go check out our IG page. That will absolutely fuck your algorithms up in all the funniest of ways. BA show. We do not have an episode this week. We are back to our normal every other Wednesday cadence. So that BA show fire. Yeah, man. That was the SummerSlam month. That was tough on the DeLorean, man. It's in the shop right now. We wrote the shit out of that thing.
The symphony of SummerSlams was worth it.
It was a lot. I can't wait till the next time we take a month dive into a certain pay-per-view event from the past. But yeah, we have a real funny, different episode coming up next week. You're gonna hear me go off quite a bit about a lot of things because there is not much that I like about the pay-per-view that we are gonna review. There's literally one thing that I have positive to say about it. So if y'all want to hear me, very similar as tonight, be very feisty and angry about wrestling, check that out. My homie Sean, the co-host, the wise man, the producer, he will be there to calm me down and explain to me why this isn't as bad as I think it is. So it should be an interesting conversation. I'm not gonna tell you the pay-per-view because you gotta listen. So check it out. And that's all I got going on, fellas.
Love it. Guys, it's me. It's E-Ray. Let's just have a candid talk for a second here. You can find me at E_RAY_ the bad guy on the Instagram. Link in bio because I am an Insta baddie. All my links. Buy a shirt. Let Me Book the Territory. Binge Flicks and Chill. Inaudible Ruckus. You can find me on there Saturdays, except for this Saturday, because as alluded to, we will be in Detroit Rock City for SummerSlam. Other than that, Binge Flicks and Chill season 2 rolling on strong. Latest episode, all right, Barbie, let's go party. That's right. Just a little bit of a twist on that new episode. We bring out Audacious Vivacious, the Audie G, to give us some insight on why the fear of feminism and the BBL Barbie. Is it a possibility? Does Nicki Minaj owe Mattel royalties? So many other questions were answered here on this latest episode of Binge Flicks and Chill. So go check that out. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitter at E_RAY, the hipster. Yeah, just causing pure anarchy and saying whatever I want to because I am a psychopath. Other than that, guys, as Dub likes to say, oh gosh, I don't know if I want to make it. As VA likes to say, hey, is that my comb? And
Oh God.
As I like to say, pull them out. Unless you're Lizzo. This has been another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. So Too Sweet Us, if you see us in the D,
some real shit.
Pull them off if you want to. Ladies will be there too. We're gonna judge them titties. Like both thumbs down. You better have a better rack than our currents.
Yeah.
Or we're all gonna judge you. We're gonna laugh at you. We're gonna laugh at you.
So don't whip them out unless you know you can compete with the best.
That's right.
Race point.
Is it the best?
I'm in these streets, so feel free.
Oh yeah. Dub's like bring it on.
Bring it on.
Dub is tested and ready to go.
Like a boxer. But guys, Too Sweet Us, if you happen to see us, go buy a t-shirt and support us because we're fucking dope. And let the madness just wash over you. Yeah. This has been another episode of Let Me Book Territory, and we are out of here.
Peace.
So,
yeah.